Not detecting it.
It is detecting it. Hey, it blew up. We're in space. I'm in a mystical haze realm. I love it. Oh, Paul, definitely. Paul's in his McMansion from 2004.
I'm going with it. I'm going to start with it. I'll do a reveal in the middle.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Oh my gosh. Well, friends, happy Monday. Let's play our hot theme song. Yeah, 45 years ago, baby. Jim Davis burst into the universe, a cosmic orange oracle. And now we are hanging out with him live in color in the AM.
Oh, join us all, you Garfheads, as we plumb the depths of these three panels like the spider-hating, lasagna-loving tarot cards.
This is Mystic Lasagna. Yeah. We're live. Hey, good morning. Happy Monday, Paul.
Happy Monday. Toot toot. Beep beep.
Yep. As we always say, toot toot beep beep. Happy Monday, and welcome to our guest, good friend of the show and Missing Sock podcast, I guess, Godfather originator, whatever, Mike Mercadal. Hi, Mike.
Hello, mystical mornings to all of you. Lasagna stay. I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to rejoin my friends who I have not seen. This is kind of like a reunion for us.
It is
because I am on the other side of the country now, and we're I'm a West Coaster now, and you guys are all on the East Coast, and I will, without any doubt, without any reservation, say that I miss you guys.
We miss you too, Mike.
I miss you guys. I'm happy to be a part of it.
Yes. I was just going to say, how's the sunny days out there was the question that was coming out of my mouth just now. How's the sunny days, Mike?
How's the sunny days? DAZE. I will say, LA is beautiful. The weather's great. I will say we got a great apartment. Everyone here talks about how expensive the apartments are, and my wife I got married since the last time I've been on Mystic Lasagna.
Yes.
We lucked out, and we found this kind of cool little space with this apartment with a little balcony that has it's just, we lucked out, and our home has become kind of like our fortress of solitude. So we have like a great home base, and then we can like explore out from our home all the different outings of Los Angeles. But it's very different than New York, where everything's just on top of itself. You have to, I was describing the differences between New York happens to you. In LA, you got to make things happen.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, I haven't heard that actually.
New York, if the second you exist in, you're a resident of New York City.
It's coming at you, baby.
There's no dodging it. You are on a train, and suddenly everything's happening, and you walk out your door, and there's a population that's existing so compactly that you just have the vibes are just occurring, and in LA, you have to seek the vibe out. By getting in your car and driving to where the vibes are, or getting in your car.
You guys got any vibes over here? Looking for vibes.
Yeah. Looking for vibes, man. There's plenty to be found. There's plenty to be found, but it's definitely in everything in LA happens with intent, not accidentally.
Yeah, you got to hike up a mountain in search of vibe over there. And here I walk out the street and I'm dodging vibes like Neo in the fucking Matrix. Like, oh, Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I just almost got hit by a vibe. Oh, my God.
Vibe almost got me. Yeah, man. There's Hare Krishnas like throwing pizza rats like ninja stars. Like,
I was on the subway and a swarm of vibes got in with their boombox, started dancing all over the place. Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Don't go in that empty car, man. There's a stinky vibe in there. That's nobody wants a bad vibe.
That car is full of vibe in there. I could breathe.
Ancient vibe. Yeah.
Way too much vibe. if you stand still, you're just gonna be playing chess and watching a square park. You're gonna be like, how did I get here? What's happening?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a barista now? What's happening?
It's
New York
been
is
10
yeah.
years. What?
Yeah.
It's a little where now I'm getting triggered,
hell?
guys.
Oh,
I
okay.
know. No, me too. No, that's all from personal experience.
We've pinpointed our vibe.
Yeah, right. Yeah. The grind. Yeah.
The grind. Yeah.
The literal coffee bean grind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But
Oh,
I do miss you guys, and I'm thankful. I'm happy to be here, ready to just feel what what is the name for the Davian Field?
Yeah, there you go. Well, speaking of the field.
Right.
Speaking of seeking out the vibe, that's what we're here to do, right?
Yeah.
This is in fact a mystical, communal, self-help, self-actualizing, like self-realization, safe self-vibing podcast.
Yay! Yeah, there it is.
Where we ask for wisdom from the most potent oracle that anyone has ever been able to find on the Almighty's orange earth. Of course, Garfield the Cat. Jim Davis just sort of goes into a trance every day, and Garfield occurs, and the universe manifests Garfield through him, of course, as symbols and knowledge for us to delve into and take from. So
if you were watching it, it would be kind of a comic strip printing from Jim Davis's mouth, eyes kind of rolled back into his head. The art is created through his body out into the world, birthed like a beautiful orange Buddha child on paper. And Jim continues it daily, every day. He does for us.
Now, I do have to ask.
Yes.
Is Jim continuing it from the material plane? Or has Jim passed on to the astral plane?
No, Jim's here.
No, Jim's here. He's here.
Okay.
But Pausing has been
why.
sold to Viacom, I believe.
Pause Inc. has been sold to Viacom. Nickelodeon owns all of it right now. So it's really weird. We do we could get into it more and more, and we do and love to, that like Garfield isn't just one man's creation anymore, right? Like there was a time when like Jim would sit down at a desk and be like, Garfield, and like it would happen. But now there's a team of Garfields. And also if you this will be the whole show if I get real into it. Garfield in the comics and Garfield on social media are almost schizophrenically different entities. Like Garfield behaves differently on Instagram, and it's because there's a different team of artists, and it's like it's all being funneled through teams and crews, and they're drawing off of like now decades and decades of what Garfield has been doing and saying and behaving like to like continue that. And eventually Jim will pass, and I don't think Garfield will go anywhere. Garfield will continue, almost like Garfield is his own living, breathing, hive mind entity at this point, which just makes him more oracular.
I
definitely
love
universal.
I love the idea of Garfield the entity having a social media manager that's trying to wrangle like a problematic celebrity. Like
you should love that. That's exactly what's happening, because there are definitely some times where like they'll tweet shit on like International Women's Day, and it's like Garfield going like, "This one's for the ladies," and you're like, "Whoa, Garfield!
Whoa, Garfield!
That's some boomer shit, Garfield."
Yeah, don't draw attention to the jokes from the '80s, Garfield. Not good. Not so good.
Let's not reflect back onto better times. Because,
then throwback cartoon to him like putting Arlene in a headlock and dragging her back down an alley and being like, she's my property.
That's so funny. Yeah. I love the idea of a social media manager getting a phone call, like a PR person, and be like, Garfield OD'd on what? What do I have to? Where is
pasta sauce? How did we not see that coming? Of course he OD'd.
He has so much access to the ricotta.
It's like, oh my god, he killed Heathcliff. What? We gotta go get rid of the body. Like there's like a whole PR initiative to like hide. There's like a whole. He has like an LA. Like now that I'm in LA and there's like fixers involved, like Ray Donovan.
Of course.
It's like, oh, we gotta. I like Ray Donovan having to. That's okay. Here's my pitch. We got a new spin-off series where it's Ray Donovan, but it's just him dealing with Toontown, like different cartoon characters.
All of them. A
And
cartoon fixer. Yeah.
a cartoon fixture, but no. It's just Ray Donovan. It's just Liev Schreiber.
Yeah.
And he's just solving problems. Like
Just
I want to see him beating the shit out of Orson from Garfield and Friends, being like, I don't want to hear you speaking of, you know what I mean?
Like rolls into Scooby Doo's room and he's like, "Where's the shit, Scoob?" He fucking starts ripping open his fucking mattress and like just throwing. I know you got the shit in here. You got to get fucking sober, Scoob. It's a multi-million-dollar empire.
Ray Donovan.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's regularized.
Oh yes.
It's registered for me.
Right, rarest revived it.
This is a very clear Scooby-Doo going, no, my methadone.
Yeah. Shaggy doing the fucking methadone lean, just like, He's been doing it for years. That's what that is. That Shaggy posture is just him trying to like,
just standing up. Yeah.
I do feel I am dressed like Shaggy.
You are dressed like Shaggy.
Oh,
To be fair, it's not difficult to accidentally dress like Shaggy.
It's not difficult to dress like old cartoon characters when they wore the same color t-shirt all the time. Like you're wearing a red t-shirt and blue shorts. You're like, I'm Bart Simpson.
Yeah.
You know,
I accidentally cosplay as Winnie the Pooh all the time when I only want to put on a shirt to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night.
Absolutely.
No
you're just
all the way up, a tiny shirt.
Yep. Just my tiny red crop top, my whole business hanging out for Piglet to check out and see.
Yeah. It's very different. It's different than Donald ducking. People think that they're interchangeable, but it's very different. And
I think Donald ducking is purposeful. I think Donald's doing it on purpose. Donald's like, check me out. And Winnie's just sort of like, oh, bother. I've lost my pants.
Yeah. Ray Donovan needs to check in with Donald.
Ray Donovan in the 100-acre wood.
Yeah. Just like I like the dark mirror of Ray Donovan where you see Winnie the Pooh. It's the scene from Boogie Nights with the kid with the fireworks and the guy in the robe.
Yes.
It's like Winnie the Pooh trying to sell heroin, and then and then Piglet's there throwing firecrackers.
Yeah, and in the other room, Tigger's fucking the shit out of Kanga, and William H. Macy's filming it.
Yeah. Well, we've gone down a dark path.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. Sometimes this is where we go. Like, clearly, so like...
It's all part of the human existence.
Yeah, well, I mean, so I feel like we've got we have found a vibe for sure. We have gone out and discovered a vibe for ourselves for your reading today. Well, we are going to approach the field, and we are going to get up a Garfield comic here. Is there anywhere in your life, Mike, right now? And I'm going to just go ahead and get this image up here where so that you know who you're asking, where you are seeking wisdom.
Are we talking about like what we want for so this is I'm beseeching the oracle.
We're gonna go to Garfield and just ask for wisdom, and like, so anywhere in your life that you've got some questions,
present, past, future, maybe even to narrow it down if you want. That's
Garfield can help you with your generational trauma if you want to fucking go for it.
He can solve all of it.
Much like a one-note comedian, my generational trauma is all I have for my sense of humor and every defense mechanism I've ever built. So
let's not fix it then.
Yeah, because the floodgates would be untenable. But I do want to say I would like to, something that I'm focused on right now that I haven't been, and I think it's important that I focus on now, my health. Okay. And I would like, I've been trying to eat well, and I've lost 20 pounds because I gained 20 pounds since I moved to Los Angeles.
Burritos, dude, they're good. Burritos and weed.
Well, I work at night now, and there's nothing more fun than eating garbage at night. There's nothing more fun.
I do a
I'm-
thing where when I'm working really hard, I do a thing where it's so easy to be like, I deserve a treat. I deserve a
Oh,
treat.
yeah.
I just worked a whole shift. I deserve a treat. And the treat's
Yeah.
like 8 Twinkies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like
Everyone-
a full bag of Cool Ranch Doritos. Like,
Yeah, the whole
have you
thing.
ever eaten
Yeah.
a little, like half of a bag? I've never eaten half a bag. You have to eat
Shout
the whole
out-
bag.
Shout out to Snack Faced, who taught me the term flavor blasted, and
Yes.
shout
Thank
out to it's that it is
Great
100% great podcast. I love the I've discovered how much of a raccoon I am, where I'm just like, if it's like I show up to work on the night shift and there's been stuff in the break room that was from the day shift, but that's been sitting there all day, it somehow makes it more enticing that it's like garbage. Like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's
It's like
somehow-
also something you're kind of discovering. You're like,
Yeah.
people aren't going to see this, but I recognize its beauty and its importance, and I'm going to eat it, and I'm going to consume it.
I see the joy of the world in the leftover, like the discovery of this leftover garbage. That is has everyone gotten a piece? Do I not have to measure and leave a slice for this person, or I can't eat it? No, it's garbage. They were going to throw it away. I'm going to eat every last one of these mini donuts.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna-
helping people. I'm doing
providing a
service.
service.
Yeah.
Exactly. So now
The world needs carrion eaters, Mike, and I'm glad that you're here to fucking vulture up the fridge.
That's
do you
right.
understand?
The circle.
Have you ever seen a whale fall? Do you know what a whale fall is?
Yes.
All right.
No, what is
There's
it?
okay.
What is
This
this?
is one of the like the great joys for deep sea marine biologists is finding a whale that has died somewhere up here.
Yeah.
The body gets saturated and overwhelmed.
They
No
sink.
air, and they sink. When it hits the
Oh.
bottom, it's like a carnival of overabundance for
Wow.
any animal that decides to feast on it.
Yeah, these deep sea animals that are starving and like can live for months off of like one anemone, all of a sudden are like, woohoo!
Holy shit.
What it's like,
Wow.
it's this entire ecosystem bursts to life, like
Literally.
explodes.
Whoa.
And they're like, because it causes like the senses, the sensory organs, every one of them is triggered in a quarter mile, like miles away. The sharks come and everything comes, and it's just like this explosion of life around a whale. And that's how I feel when I see leftover cake in the fridge on the table.
Somebody
Does it also draw
stories
you
were
in?
just like
yeah.
Exactly.
marketing's got. There was a birthday in marketing. I know it. It just
Yeah.
You sense it.
feel
You sense it.
I can feel it. Someone's
It's,
getting out the paper plates. It's happening.
All the
Everyone, it's
crap.
happening.
So that life exists. So why can't I also exhibit traits of that life? You know what I mean? Like, so, but that led me down a path of overindulgence.
yeah, too many dead
And-
whales.
Yeah.
The whole
Too
pod
much-
died.
Too
Cake
much
falls everywhere.
straight up garbage. And when at night, because working overnight is different. So like my willpower is the weakest. You know,
Yeah.
there's nothing.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
nothing better. Like that's why people like late night post bar. You're sitting there just eating a slice of pizza with your shirt off. You know, like that kind of vibe. But,
Oh yeah.
But like I'm forced to be there because that's how when they pay me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm there battling myself, and I've been good. I've been doing a thing, but it's a fight against my raccoon vulture nature,
Oh,
my
man.
scavenger nature of like I'm cleaning up this place.
Yeah.
There's like
you
a
know.
lot of
Well,
waste not, want not stuff going on in there too.
Yeah.
I am drawn to the same thing to be like, well, if nobody's gonna eat this,
Yeah.
who
I'm
knows
not
how
throwing
old
this away.
low main, then like,
Yeah.
yeah, come on.
It's
And,
also interesting too that they like keep you. They're like, please stay in the raccoon hole,
Yeah.
surrounded by all the trash that you
Yes,
love.
yeah, I love.
And you're like,
I,
I'm gonna take a bath. They're like, but please get back to it. Please stay in the raccoon hole near the cake that is so delicious. To your left.
I struggle. So that ironically enough, that is 100% a generational thing where they're like, clean your plate.
Oh, yeah.
I can't tell you
There's
how many
starving
times,
kids in Russia, Mike. Eat the 4-day-old lo mein.
I cannot tell you how many times that has been said to me, where you have to clean it, and I'm like, well, and it's like, I guess how many times leftovers was like our sustenance for months. So it's like, it's not garbage, it's just leftovers.
Yeah.
You can't throw food away. Are you crazy? We're not throwing anything away.
I also
Get
got
outta here.
praise for cleaning plates off. And like at friends' house and stuff too. And it was just like, oh, look at Alex. He's such a good boy. Now let's go to JC Penney. And your jeans say husky on them, and you know what that fucking means.
If you ever was called, if a boomer ever called you a good eater, you got a bad relationship with food. You got it. You got a bad. You're just not healthy. It's not good.
Boy,
what a growing boy!
About that young Murray boy, he's a good eater.
He's a good eater.
He's still growing. He's in college, but he's still growing.
Hey, so now, like, now that I'm, it's one of those things as you get older, you have to think about the stuff that just happened incidentally in your life. Now you have to make it happen intentionally.
Yeah.
So that shift, I guess that applies for a lot of things. So if I'm reaching out to the vibes, to the Oracle, to the Garf man himself, there's also that. Like,
well, let's see what Garfield has to say about it. I love that. Yeah, living in your intentional health. Yeah, we're not gonna do this one.
And also in a place now that you're intentionally seeking stuff out. Like it's no longer assaulting you like it is here in old New York.
That is true. Yeah. I want to find, like, I would love to be pointed in a direction where I can seek things and live intentionally.
Random comic.
Random comic.
Yes.
Do we do a chant? There's no prayer.
No, we just did it. No, you just said it. You just
chant.
Holy shit!
Oh, LA! This is the most LA shit yet. Hey, look at this! Look at John's beret. Wow, that is fantastic.
The field is undefeated. This field.
Gosh.
Oh my god! Look, I mean, it's just literally a vibe trying to like tell you what to do, and you being like, "No."
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I wonder. So, in this comic, we're gonna drop this on an audio medium.
Oh yeah, this will people listening to it as well. It's let's us take a minute, and like the initial reaction is beautiful, but like let's take a second to like really dig into the beauty of his beret.
The beauty of his beret, and also just some of the like incidental details of this being something from 2001, from January 15th, 2001. Where were we? To get Mike contextualizes the universe on us.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, like we do that
in 2001. But we'll get into that as well. Like let's just go through the thing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
I mean, I was getting ready for my birthday. I was really excited. I was really excited to turn like I think 18. Yep.
Oh wow.
And
I was like going into high school. I want to say no. This is I'm in 8th grade. I'm in 8th grade at this point. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Solid middle school Paul. No birthdays happening.
I was an unemployed, shitty college student.
Nice.
Looking for work, probably. I was probably temping and trying to pay for school and I want to say, yeah, for sure I was temping. I may have been doing telemarketing at that time. I don't know. I'm not 100%.
I was a junior in high school. So okay, we got like a unemployed college student, a junior in high school, like theater kid, and a like weirdo lunatic feral middle schooler. Which of the three of us was the most likely to own their own beret?
Oh,
not me.
Probably
I will tell you.
I would
imagine. Yeah, I think it's probably me.
I think it's theater.
Like most likely. I tell you what. I had a megaphone for sure because I had worked with the cheerleaders. Every once in a while, the cheerleaders would be like, we need a guy. I quit playing football and the cheerleaders were like, yo, we need somebody to come help us out with like summer flips and things. So a couple times I went and like at the end of my summer went and like just like threw tiny, like 89-pound girls up into the air for a while, and I had a big giant Tigers megaphone that I was gifted because of that help. Yeah, they gave it to me, and then they didn't think this through because they gave me, our Alex Murray, the biggest mouth around, a fucking megaphone that he could take, a branded megaphone that he could clearly easily bring into football games.
Oh my god.
And I would just scream at my friends. Like my boy Steven would be lining up a kick to like kick like an extra point, and I would just be like, yo, Cheese, don't whiff it, you fucking wiener. And like everybody, I'm so loud anyway. And like I one time watched him on the field just like look at me and go,
yes, yes.
Getting an
Beautiful.
on-field acknowledgement is like the ultimate heckle.
yeah, do you think that discouraged me from yelling?
Yeah,
That gave me fuel.
amazing.
You
amazing.
idiot, you have acknowledged me. Now I'm part of this.
I will say, let's do some cross promotion here. If you are listening to this or watching this on any social media platforms, comment below or stitch this or reel or whatever it is with where were you January 15th, 2001, and what were you trying to do as an intentional living thing?
Yeah.
Were you as a child, did you understand what's going on? And how did and where was Garfield in your life in January 15, 2001?
Well, I mean, John
Good
is
question.
really trying to be intentional here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's motivating. He's
So
the
in the
big
first
motivator
panel,
here.
he's dressed like an old-timey film director.
Yeah,
And
he's
saying
Cecil
quiet
B.
on the set.
Arbuckle.
Yes.
Yeah.
John Arbuckle. He's wearing a purple beret and he's got a big red megaphone and saying quiet on the set. And in the second frame, he's turning dramatically and he's saying action. And the third is the reveal that Garfield is, of course, being lazy and laying down and not doing anything. And think speaking, nice try. Like you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get it. So.
Oh yeah.
And John
Also,
looking very cross. Just very
John
upset.
is
So
frustrated.
pissed. I also like too the middle panel, something we don't get very often, and it's this like crazy color burst behind John that I've never seen in a Garfield comic strip.
It is in
Like,
fact
And no
panel.
frame.
a lot of
No
there's
frame
never
at
a
all.
frame in
Yeah.
the second panel.
Ah,
He's yelling action, and like that's part of that
Yeah,
second frame like vibe in the second frame is that it tends to
Emotional.
be unbounded. It's where
Yeah.
things can like go nuts and like go because there's no literal frame.
yeah. I think this
Great diver.
this strip represents the 3 stages of motivation, right?
Ooh,
The 3
sure.
stages of motivation. There's the quiet on the set where things
mhm.
have to be right for you to like, especially if you have like ADHD or some sort of like
Yeah.
issues with like focus and things like that, where you need things to be aligned perfectly. And
I'll start making TikTok content on the regular next week when everything is right for me. After I finish, after I do these last 2 sets, after I go to Charlie's wedding, after I walk the dog. Yeah.
We gotta we'll put it on we'll schedule it, and then no, we gotta push it back. It's not right. Oh, this person's not available. Quiet on the set is absolutely waiting for that perfect situation that's never gonna come.
It is often what I scream at the universe while I'm trying to do something.
Quiet
I'm
on the
everybody
set.
quiet on fucking set. Everybody
No more
shut
tests.
up.
Yeah.
And then the third
Stop
the
invading
second,
Ukraine, you assholes. I'm trying to do stuff.
can we please just get these viral diseases to calm down a little bit? Just relax. I need to get out of this hospital.
I'm trying to
I want to have a nice fall.
I want to go apple picking.
I want to drink a spiced latte for once and share it with everyone.
Jesus Christ. Can we all drink from the same cup? And then the second frame is the impulse to motivate everyone around you to make your action seem like it's part of everybody's thing.
Every vegan on earth, right? Like everybody who just started the Whole 30. I bet. Oh man, how's that culture in like LA?
Yeah, how's the diet culture?
I have not been around like everything has to be intentional.
You gotta go find them, I guess.
Why would I be around them? I'm not around people in that world because I'm not in that world. So if
Right.
you're in, so like whenever I hear complaints about LA people, I'm always like, well, why did you choose to?
Why did
Who
you
are
go
you
there?
interacting with?
You
Yeah.
walked into the crystal store, dude. Of course they were being like that.
You called action. You went to Silver Lake. You know, like you called action. You
God, I
did
love
it.
Silver Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so calling out action is the another thing you shout out to the universe where you're like, all right, I'm ready. Like everything working
Everything
working in my
starts.
favor. Yeah, everything go.
Yeah.
So
Do the stuff while I watch.
now that your motivation, and then that frustration when you don't have in the third panel, you don't have the backup of the follower or the supporter or something like that to like, okay, we're going. You want, like, I personally love I'm a very collaborative person, so I'm always looking for people to work with and be inspired by and help inspire, collaboratively. So if there's that one link in the chain that's not helping, well, everything's got to start over. Quiet on the set.
Well, there's a thing going on here. There's like
redo it all.
chaos magic principles, which I fucks with, where like you're basically trying to get, and this is like, I'm going wide. This is where you get into like theosophy and like Crowley's nonsense into, where it's like you're trying to impose your will on the universe a lot of the time. I mean, and this is also The Secret. So like you can get as woo or as specific as you want, where you're like, I am going. So when I say something's going to happen, it happens. It's also why Scientologists scream at ashtrays. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like Scientologists will put like an ashtray or whatever on a chair, and they'll just look at it and go, "Move,
yeah,
move,
what,
move." And so it's you focusing and forcing your will on something. And John's doing a thing here where he has not taken the proper time to establish a set or go, like you said, he hasn't gone to the right place. He hasn't gone to a place where people want to work with him. So this happens a lot where like, this is speaking of like middle school theatery kid, new time ass shit, where you like just saunter in and you're wearing a beret and you're like, I'm the director now. And everybody's like, shut up, nerd. Like, be quiet. Right. Like so he hasn't, like, you have to, if you want to go to LA and like, or New York or anywhere and like get into a scene, you can't just show up dressed in a cosplay version of the scene and be like, what's up? I'm here and I'm in charge. One, everybody do what I say. You've got to like take the time to like work up from like saying, I'm going to go for a walk tomorrow and writing it down and then getting up and going on a walk. And then everybody knows that you're the kind of person who gets up and goes for a walk. And then you got to say, I'm going to make a short film, and you got to make it and you got to put it out. And then you got to put out another short film. And then you got to like direct other stuff. And then you got to like go to con. And then you got to, and then when you're Martin Scorsese and you walk into a room and you say quiet on set, everybody shuts the fuck up because you've established that, right? And like your power is higher. And like,
it's all interesting what we each are bringing to, because you bring a piece of yourself to you bring a piece of yourself to the collective consciousness, right? Like, you don't it's I don't know where I heard it or what, in what context, but when they describe America as a melting pot, someone was like, no, it's like a salad. Because everybody still is trying to maintain their flavors.
Sometimes you get a bite and you're like, structure. Fucking jalapenos in the salad. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Sometimes what kind, like a melting pot, everything just kind of homogenizes too much to accurately describe what
flavor.
It is. Yeah. It's a salad. It's a combo thing. It's a mix of things. Sometimes it blends well, sometimes it doesn't, but each thing kind of maintains a piece of itself. And I don't remember where I heard it, but I like the collective consciousness feels to me, it's more chunky than people realize. It's got it's not a smooth peanut butter situation. It is a chunky. I've maintained some
peanut butter that somebody also like Smucker's got rowdy and put fucking marshmallows and shit in it or whatever. Yeah,
that's the uniqueness of what you bring to the table. Because Paul, do you get the same theater kid? See, I'm getting my personal living intentionally out of it.
Yes.
Alex got his theater kid chaos magic.
Well, but that's
connection.
still living it intentionally, right? Like the whole point of that is that,
but
like,
through
you
your
have to,
lens.
like, yeah, well, of course.
But through your lens,
Yeah.
I wonder, Paul, what is your lens on this?
So I identify with the importance of Garfield being able to like turn down the vibe that is coming at him. Like
Yeah.
from the New York standpoint,
Yes.
I'm feeling like Garfield, and probably also like growing young adolescent Paul being exposed to like all of the things to do, which by the way, I was in like chess club, the drama club. I was in too many clubs. I was doing way too many clubs. At one point, me and a little gang of like club friends, we're like, we're going to be in every club. Like we're going to win the yearbook and be in every single club. And every single club has someone who's like, all right, this is what we do now. This is who we are. Action. And you can't do all the John directors. You can't do every John director. And there's like something about laying on the infinity table and being like, dude, I'm sleeping now. Like I need to sleep in order to do this next thing that you're going to order at me. And I think that's something that I just learned like I learned like as an adult like recently.
Paul, we're putting on a school-wide chess tournament right now. We're doing it. We're the chesticles, and that's what we do. That's who we are. Action, go!
Yeah, I can't right now. I actually cannot. I am on swim team, and we're practicing for the big race.
Well, see, but like that's his Garfield's will here is very like he wins, right? In a battle of wills. He's just like, no.
Yeah.
That is, I didn't even think about that.
Also, what he says is nice try.
Nice
the
try.
implication is like, try again.
Yeah.
Go back.
Yeah. For sure. It's
but
the wrong move, but yeah.
I do love that you identified more that you identified the positivity of the power in Garfield in this, not John, because John is the main character. He's in 3 out of the 3 panels.
John's trying desperately to be in charge, and he's not at all. But because he's put on an in charge costume instead of being in charge.
Yeah. But the power of no, or whatever that thing is, the power of no is also intentional. It's saying no to things. It's saying no to the things that you feel are not valid to you, or negative, or going to lead you not where you want to go. That's a sense of intentionality.
Absolutely. That's you opening up the refrigerator and going, nice try.
Yeah.
Nice try, Whale Fall. I know what you want out of me. I know what all the boomers want me to eat. I know everybody wants Mike to be a good boy and me to get a gold star, but Mike says no.
Mike
says no. I do love the idea. I'm 100% putting all of these things down as t-shirt ideas.
Sure.
Because I want.
What's more intentional than a bumper sticker? What's more you trying to force your will and perspective on the world than a graphic tee?
I desperately want one that says nice try, Whale Fall.
Nice try, Whale Fall. Not me. I'm a scavenger. I'm a little weird glowing fish with a fucking angle on my head, and that's what I do. You're not gonna lull me into being a
this is nice try, Whale Fall is look for it on the TikTok shop of Mystic Lasagna or whatever t-shirt.
I mean, we've got one, man. It's in the podcast link for sure. You can go to our merch table. I've got a T Public. I'll make one tomorrow.
Nice try, Whale Fall is fantastic, and what a powerful message if you get it of being able to say no to the crowd, being able to stand up for yourself. Don't go with it. Also recognizing the blooming of life, even in death. There's so much there, guys.
There's a lot. There's a lot in the shirt. But also too, you don't always, the whale fall, like eating the whale is not always just the right choice. And all the other ones are not always the wrong choice. They're just different. It's that whole like path up the mountain. If you take one path, it's not like all the other paths are bad. It's just the other path.
The classic cat skinning situation.
Yes, exactly. So many ways.
What a fucked up phrase that is.
I
Who the hell said there's more than one way to skin a cat?
Some guy who was skinning a fucking cat and somebody harshed him out, or some gal, right? Some witch.
The two people.
A cat. Some dickhead tried to fucking mansplain cat skinning to a perfectly capable, medicinal, like helpful woman.
Yeah.
Who was scaring the shit out of everybody. Yeah.
That's so funny.
He was like, "This is how you do it," and she just went, "It's more than one way to skin a cat. Fuck off, Larry." And Larry was like, "Action!" And she was like, "Nice try. Get out."
Nice try. Oh man,
Gotcha.
there's so much power in the action. There's so much power in the nice try, but I think there's a lot of power in the quiet on the set too.
Sure.
Yep.
There's-
I'm convinced for a minute. Like, and then when he like spins it with the action, like he looks very official. Like it could absolutely cut to like the third panel in this could have been like Garfield and Nermal and Odie all dressed up with costumes on and a camera, and then being like, how the hell did we get ourselves into this? You know what I mean? But it's not. Like, because John didn't do that. John's just walked into a room with a fucking hat on and been like, I'm in charge.
Yeah.
Nice
But
not enough. Work harder.
Yeah. I do love, so this is a great example of like the last panel, or like in writing, like the third act reveals that the first two acts were deceptive in some way.
Yes.
Where, like the reveal, the surprise, the punchline, or whatever.
The twist. The M. Night Shyamalan twist.
That's the word I was looking for. Because if you like there, there's a thing here where I think is important also. John is smiling while he's doing the quiet on the set, and
he's loving it. He's loving pretending to be the in-charge director, man.
And I do,
he loves that
beret. He loves it. I mean, who wouldn't love a beret, honestly? But I do think that's also an important message of like, oh, John thinks that you can get more done with a smile than if he was being negatively forceful, negatively demanding quiet on the set, negatively saying action. Then it becomes more of a demand rather than a hey, that this is a good thing. It's like, no, this is my thing, and I'm telling you what to do with it. And he's smiling. I think that's also like kind of an important lesson of like, just because you're asking for quiet doesn't mean you have to be unhappy. Just because you're asking for action doesn't mean you have to be unhappy.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's very true. Yeah.
He's unhappy that he's not getting the result he wants, obviously.
Sure.
But he's not happy in the set. He's not unhappy in the setup.
Well, again, that's why I think he's getting, that's why you're getting a nice try instead of a no, or you're an idiot.
Right.
Their implication from Garfield here is like, go back to the drawing board. You're not there yet. You can't get, I'm not in your movie yet, man. I'm not in your world yet. Like you just brought a hat. That's not enough.
Absolutely.
You gotta like, you can't just go, I want to be skinny. You can't just, okay. You know what it is? It's like when you're trying to it's when you like buy all the exercise equipment and then look at it, and you're like,
I just hurt my feelings. I hurt my own feelings with my thoughts about that one.
And you're like, you get on the scale, and like we all know, man, Garfield's relationship with the scale is awesome. I had my fingers crossed that we were going to get a real like, a scale,
like a very specific.
I mean, the odds are not bad, but this is beautiful with the LA action and the like. I'm going to put on a new personality and move somewhere. But it's the nice try where it's like, look, the scale's like, I'm just telling you, man, you're not a director yet because you put on a director hat. You're not in shape because you bought a bunch of fucking Under Armour t-shirts. Like you're not go running.
Yeah.
I do. There's another layer to this LA context because my wife and I moved out here. I'm a member of the Screen Actors Guild. You may have heard what's going
heard of it.
I moved out to Los Angeles, and I'm like, you know what I have? It's like you know how like I'm a big believer if you buy something, you want to get every drop of use out of it, right?
Sure.
When I got my Apple Watch, I looked at all of the features, and I'm like, how can I implement these into my life? Because I paid a fucking lot of money for this thing. I want to use all of it, right? So I was like, man, I have my SAG card. I have a job that I could probably get over. Like, it's possible. We can move. And really try and use my SAG card in California and try to get it done. And then when I get here, they're like, quiet on the set. Meaning,
what's up, you guys? I'm here.
It's like, hey, I'm here to do work. Quiet on the set.
Nope, sorry, dude. We got AI and collective bargaining. It's a problem. We need to get residuals. Shut up, wait your turn. Nice try.
The universe says nice try,
but also nice try again. Like you're
try
here,
again.
Nice try, not
try again.
Yeah. Not stop. Not you're an idiot. But nice try. And like,
so it's like that loop of like, okay, let me try and quiet the set again.
Yep.
And then, but you know what? Be happy.
Get a bigger beret, a better beret, a more impressive beret.
Or for me, what I'm taking from stay positive about it. Quiet on the set with a smile.
Well, but you went and took a bunch of classes, right? Like you took a bunch of classes and you found you went and sought out a vibe that you wanted, and like you've made friends and you're ready to go.
And you know, like the irony of like I went to after a show, people were like hanging, and this has always been my weak spot. Like something I need to is the networking aspect of the hang in performance circles.
I get them Instagram handles, baby.
The hang has been just like a constant, just like my Sisyphus's stone, where I'm just constantly rolling it up this hill where I'm like, all right, I'll make connections. I'll look for the community. I'll find maybe start my own little community, try and build something of my own, be a part of something, and roll that rock up the hill. And then at a certain point, my social batteries are drained, and I'm like, oh, I just can't. And then the ball rolls all the way back down the hill, and I'm like, all right,
you gotta start over.
And yesterday, I had my wife and I, we were like, we were talking about it, and I'm like, man, do I really want to go to this? And I was like, no, I need to, and it was such a fun time once you get past the hurdle of it's just for networking, whatever. It's like, also it can be whatever I want it to be. I can call for action however I want. The universe will tell me to try again if it wants, but it's not going to stop me from trying to quiet the set and start the action.
Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Rally the troops and all that shit. Well, hell yeah. I think that's a lovely place to end our chat. Thanks for being here, Mike.
Yeah, this is a fantastic way to kick it off.
I love you guys, and I can't wait for there to be more of this, and I really hope that we can. I really hope that people find some of their own utility, but also the vibes spread, and we can like spread the positive vibe of the power of Garf. And the Oracle and all that.
I mean, listen, it is big old whale fall. There's lots to munch on down here, and you can get seduced by it, but you can also be nourished by it. So
nice try, whale fall.
Nice try, whale fall. Friends, thank you so much, Mike. Everybody follow Mike Mercadal at Mike Mercadal on all the stuff. You got anything else you want to plug while you're here, buddy?
If you're in LA, I have a show tonight at the what's it called?
Yeah,
I don't know the name for it.
There's a show. Just walk out.
The Clubhouse.
Go there.
There's a show.
Just walk around LA. Do you guys know where Mike's show is?
The Clubhouse Theater.
Sweet. Amazing.
At 1607 North Vermont Avenue, Los Angeles, California, 90027. No, but yeah, and then hopefully there will be more too. Just at the place yesterday, I discovered the like some of the people that I was in this improv thing with that do stand up, and we're starting a writer's table, like a writer's room. So there's more. There's like I'm.
Oh yeah, dude, build that.
I did enough. I did enough quiet on the set.
Yeah.
I've quieted the set enough. It's time to call for action.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Friends, you can follow the show at Mystic Lasagna on the stuff. I'm at Alex Murray.
I'm at Pashy. Find me in my car. I said I was going to do the reveal at some point, and I just felt like this is it. I'm here. I'm in my car.
This is what entrepreneurship looks like, people. Small business owner.
I'm at the business.
I love that the streets. It's like when they in any movie where they're like the city of New York is like a character in the film.
It is.
Yeah,
there it is, guys.
The city of New York exists in the Mystic Lasagna podcast.
Second guest.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks to our second guest.
It's our perpetual guest, the city of New York.
The city of New York.
Yeah. Well, friends, until next time. Let's see. Enjoy that whale cake.
Yes. Don't be scared to give it another try.
Yeah.
Mm.
Get the biggest beret you can find and wear the shit out of it.
Nice try just means try again.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, yes.
Lasagna stay.
Lasagna stay. Mm.